Hey YouTube, it's Olive Wood Piper here, coming to you from Carlos' place. Today, I'm smoking this interesting pipe that was given to me by my daughter and my son-in-law. It's got a brass insert in it, which makes cleaning it very, very simple. And it smokes really great, and it's pretty cool, kind of unique. Anyway, I wanted to first of all thank everyone that has given me subs and watches. I really appreciate it. The next thing is I really want to apologize for not having given shout-outs. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, before I get to that, it's been a crazy 2 weeks here. We had that hurricane, and between what was going on here at home and our business, we had no power for 5 days, and the business lost power for 5 days, so we couldn't operate. So that was 5 days lost revenue, but the bills keep coming. Anyway, we had a little damage in the house. Nothing tragic, nothing compared to what other people have gone through. And I thank God that it wasn't worse. But anyway, so what I want to do is I want to give a bunch of long overdue shout outs. First of all, Corncob Piper, my brother down in South Florida. Glad to hear that you're back home. Things weren't that terrible at your home and you're recovering from the hurricane. In his last video, he's gotten into Burley again, which is pretty interesting. I kind of feel the same way. I was a pretty big Burley fan, and then I got into Virginias and English. But every once in a while, I like a nice Burley. I don't know. Again, if you haven't subscribed to Corncob Piper, give him a shout and check him out. Next shout out is my buddy Sean, Ghost Cop. Sean has been a great brother. I mean, he's constantly tried to contact me during the hurricanes. Unfortunately, we had no power, so it was so difficult to get my phones charged. But he always got me on Voxer a few times, and he's been great. He was also one of the first people to ever sub me, so he's very special to me, and I thank him. Bearded Bristol, I love your videos, particularly the last one about your chorus days. You always have a great perspective on life, particularly life in the corporate world, and I could relate. My other brother, Piper Downs in Orlando, good guy. It sounds like he's done okay through the storm, and I want to give him a special thanks for hooking me up with some information to get some tobacco, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Next shout out is Scotty P. I loved his last video when he talked about the maggots, and I have a equal disdain for maggots. and I experienced them in a previous job as well. And they are the nastiest looking things. But loved his video on it. Another shout out to LL Haynes, Lonnie, my buddy who's recovering from the back surgery. I'm glad you decided to do it. I know you're having a tough time. My wife went through the same thing, but it's going to be worth it, buddy. You're going to feel a whole lot better. You're not going to be in pain all the time. So I'm so glad to hear you're doing well. Another great guy, shout out to Bryce Parker. Bryce was the first person who ever subbed me. He was the first person that welcomed me to the YTPC, and I'll forever remember that. So thanks so much, Bryce, and again, thank you for your service. I think of people like you every day when I see some of the crap going on in our country. It really disturbs me. These latest antics by the NFL and Major League Baseball, and you know, I believe in the First Amendment. I believe people have a right to protest. I respect that. I'll defend the First Amendment. I wore a uniform for 6 years, and I also had many friends who were maimed and killed in Vietnam, and it just rubs me the wrong way when I see people using our flag and our country as a means to protest something and not getting up off their asses to do anything about the issue that they're protesting. We've got thousands of people, young black people being killed in Chicago throughout the year. No one is doing anything about it. No one. Not the politicians, not these clowns who are taking a knee. So that's the end of that. I'm done. I swore I would never get into it, but I'm sorry. Bryce, thanks for your service, buddy. And last but not least, well, actually not last, pipe and music. Buddy, I know you're going through some hard times there, taking care of your dad. You make some beautiful music, and I think a lot of your emotion is in your music, and if you listen carefully to it, you could hear it come through. I've been there, done that. I understand how difficult it is, especially when you're getting pushback from family members. Keep the faith. You're a good man, buddy. And last but not least, Tennessee Bull. I love you, Bull. I love your accent. I lived in North Carolina for a while, and when I hear you speak, it brings back the days that I lived there. I lived there about 7 years. Had some great friends there too that were locals, and you had that unique dialect. So keep it up. With that, I guess I don't have a whole lot more to say. I just wanted to get back on the tube. I've been away for a couple of weeks, and I hope you're all doing well. And as always, I wish you health and happiness to you and yours. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.